bragging rights. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. The Wildcats offense will take the field first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Read option left on second down. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the big fella. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Northwestern moving the ball expeditiously.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. All right, guys, let's talk about Northwestern. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now, just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under fire. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the Michigan Wolverines offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Looking to pass. It's Randall. Quick strike complete. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They're going to run it. He has the first and still on his feet. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Randall. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Right on the money. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming. Running into the open space. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Wildcats come to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Sends him back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game here in the 1st. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. LSU is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ole Miss. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back.
There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So 1st down here as they go back to work. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Northwestern right back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch at the 35. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Floating away. He'll pull it down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. He's close to the 1st down, and they're going to mark him just a little short. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? They'll try to power their way ahead. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's random. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Northwestern wants to go quickly. The corners are walked up tight. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Northwestern will send out the punt team. On his way back from the 20. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Leaves it with the back. Found a little space, and he's got forward to the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on third and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
No matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physical.
Snags it! Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Pushes ahead. Touchdown Wolverines! And they take it in 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long.
Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Stands in and takes the hit. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the air, it's Randall. This time it's complete. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. And the Wolverines line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Got his man downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Merritt. He's got it on the move. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. DB's right up on the receivers. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Northwestern. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. On the run, it's Slater. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. The play action fake. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to run for it.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on third downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. And the Wolverines back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got his man. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receivers. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
The quick out. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They're trying to eat up some clock here. 9th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 6. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Randall. They're working that left side. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. 4th down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Handoff from the gun. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. Northwestern right back to the line. They'll leave it with him. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch near the 50. There he goes. Open it up. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So here comes the Michigan offense. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking for a man. It's Randall. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted for the 11th time. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Got his man on the right. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets a block. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Setting up the screen.
Man, this defense is so athletic in their front 7. They're able to fight off the blocks on that 3rd down screen play, make the tackle, now setting up 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the catch. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Read option. He'll keep it to the right. Got enough for the first down. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires complete on the crosser. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Here's a heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on first down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Big guy smells it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats! He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no...
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat. Down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After after a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give as they work on that clock. Got the first down, looking for more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The inside handoff. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the read option, running to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Grab near the marker. It's Lawrence. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.